Good morning and welcome to 12 to Know. It is Friday, April 24th, 2026, and here's what you need to know. Story 1, U.S. News, Trump extends Lebanon ceasefire 3 weeks. President Trump announced a 3-week extension to the fragile Israel-Lebanon ceasefire following White House negotiations. Meanwhile, Trump told Tehran the clock is ticking in the ongoing Iran conflict, saying he has all the time in the world, but Iran doesn't. This deployment brings the highest number of American carriers to the region in more than 20 years. Speaking of international conflict, tensions are also rising in shipping lanes. Story 2, U.S. News, Strait of Hormuz. Blockade strands thousands. The ongoing U.S. blockade of the Strait of Hormuz has stranded thousands of seafarers as Trump administration maintains pressure on Iran. Ships carry 1/5 of global crude oil supplies through this critical waterway, which has slowed to near halt. U.S. Central Command says it has redirected at least 33 ships since the blockade began April 13th. The administration also eased rules on another front this week. Story 3, U.S. News. Trump administration eases medical marijuana rules. The Trump administration eased rules on medical marijuana, changing the way it's regulated and researched. The federal government reclassified marijuana, altering its regulatory framework. This move comes as the administration balances domestic policy changes with international military operations. The shift represents a significant policy reversal for the Trump White House. Wildfires are creating their own policy challenges in Georgia. Story 4, U.S. News. Georgia wildfires spread amid severe drought. Wildfires fueled by drought continue to spread in parts of Georgia as extreme weather conditions persist. The blazes have prompted evacuations and threatened homes across the region. Emergency crews are battling multiple fronts as dry conditions show no signs of immediate relief. Governor Kemp has requested federal assistance to combat the spreading fires. Overseas, tensions are also heating up in multiple regions. Story 5, World. EU approves $106 billion Ukraine aid package. The European Union approved a $106 billion loan package to help Ukraine meet its economic and military needs for 2 years, ending months of political deadlock. Ukrainian President Zelenskyy welcomed the development, urging that the first tranche be disbursed by May or June. The massive aid package represents Europe's largest single financial commitment to Ukraine since the war began. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister is working diplomatic channels in Pakistan. Story 6, World. Iran's foreign minister visits Pakistan for talks. Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi held separate conversations with Pakistan's army chief and foreign minister Friday, discussing efforts to maintain a truce between Tehran and Washington. The officials exchanged views on regional developments, the ceasefire, and ongoing diplomatic efforts being pursued by Islamabad. Pakistan continues serving as a key mediator in the U.S.-Iran standoff. In France, investigators are looking into some unusual market activity. Story 7, World. French police investigate airport weather tampering. French police are investigating possible tampering with a weather monitoring device at Charles de Gaulle Airport after a Polymarket trader netted thousands from an unusual temperature spike. It's the first time suspected insider trading on Polymarket has led to criminal charges in the U.S. The case highlights growing concerns about manipulation in prediction markets and weather-based betting. Speaking of markets, let's check on business news. Story 8, Business. Microsoft offers first ever employee buyouts. Microsoft will offer voluntary buyouts to some U.S. employees, a first for the 51-year-old software giant as the tech industry grapples with major AI changes. About 7% of U.S. employees are eligible, roughly 8,150 workers whose age and years of service total 70 or higher. The move comes as Microsoft ramps up capital spending on data centers for AI computing power. Meta is taking a more direct approach to workforce changes. Story 9. Business. Meta cuts 8,000 jobs as AI costs mount. Meta will lay off 8,000 workers, 10% of its workforce, while also leaving 6,000 positions unfilled. The company warned investors that 2026 expenses will grow significantly to $169 billion, driven by AI infrastructure costs and expert compensation. This week, Meta also broke ground on a $1 billion AI data center in Oklahoma. Now let's see what happened in the playoffs last night. Story 10. Sports. NBA playoffs. Timberwolves crushed Nuggets 107-94. The Minnesota Timberwolves dominated Denver 107-94 in Game 3, with Jaden McDaniels scoring 20 points on 9 for 13 shooting plus 10 rebounds. In Toronto, Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett combined for 66 points in a historic Raptors victory, the first duo in franchise history to each record 30-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists in a playoff game. 3 crucial Game 3 wins shook up the playoff picture. From the hardwood to Hollywood, there's excitement building around a new biopic. Story 11. Human interest. Michael Jackson biopic. Michael hits theaters. Jafar Jackson stars as his uncle Michael Jackson in the biopic Michael, directed by Antoine Fuqua, hitting theaters nationwide today. The film explores the King of Pop's life and legacy as fans worldwide remember his unprecedented impact on music and culture. The estate-approved biopic raises questions about whether it can truly redefine an artist's complex legacy. And finally, let's end on a smile with today's Wordle puzzle, Story 12. And finally, today's Wordle answer, drunk, stumps players. Wordle fans woke up to puzzle number 1770 with the answer, drunk, leaving many players scrambling and sparking widespread social media discussion. The 5-letter word caught solvers off guard despite its common usage, with only one vowel and no repeating letters, rewarding strategic openers. The answer's everyday nature prompted lighthearted memes about morning coffee regrets and weekend plans. That's your 12 to know for Friday, April 24th. From ceasefire extensions to Wordle frustrations, we've got you covered. Stay curious, stay informed.